Good evening, everyone from Calgary, Canada. Look as we climb up the Calgary Tower and the sun shining on downtown and the nearby Bow River, which in the summer sees many people rafting down it, enjoying the warmer temperatures. It's still spring, so a chance to get some final few runs on the ski hill atop Canada Olympic Park. And as we focus our attention down to the Winsport Arena, things are heating up inside for the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship. We are into session 15 this evening, and it is Canada against China. Different sides of the standings coming in, but China trying to play spoiler. They know they have an Olympic spot available or already is cinched up as being the host next year. Canada trying to get into that top 6, so we'll see that play out. Obviously, Canada wants to get to the playoffs, try to become world champions. Lots of time to talk about that throughout session 15. Here, as we look at the two teams, Canada, their lead, Karrick Martin. Second, Brad Thiessen. Third, Darren Moulding. And the skip, the Canadian champions, Brendan Bottcher. And they will take on Team China. Their lead, Xu Jingtao. And their second, Wang Jiyu. Third, Tian Jiafeng. And their skip, Zhu Xiang. And this Chinese team that has never medaled at a world championship. Doesn't look like it's going to be this year at a 2-6 record. But we'll shape things up. Look at this. Norway atop at 7-1. And then 4, 6, and 2 teams. Canada, RCF, Scotland, Sweden. Then Switzerland and the US at 5-3. Italy, right even at 4-4. Then China, Denmark, and Germany, Japan, and Korea all at 2-6. Then Netherlands 1-7. So 4 losses, maybe even too many here, and we'll find out. But session 15, these are the games. We're on sheet A for Canada, China. Sheet B, Italy against RCF. Sheet C is a big one, Switzerland against Scotland. And then on sheet D, Sweden at 6-2, starting to roll, taking on Korea at 2-6. Thanks for tuning in here this evening in Calgary, or whatever time it is for you. Hopefully you're settled in for a great one tonight. Luke Coley here with Olympic and world champion Jill Officer. Canada coming off a win. China, they beat Korea earlier. It's always a battle of those Asian nations. So both teams coming in with a win.
Yeah, and it's, Team Canada hasn't quite been, what we saw of them at the Brier, sort of consistent from top to bottom. And as we spoke yesterday, Luke, sometimes some of the other nations will put their best foot forward against Team Canada. So Team Canada will have to be a little sharper, and China will have to put their best game forward against them.
Well, they always seem to give a good run. We are over on sheet A. Canada will have that last stone advantage. And the Redstones, a few last-minute practice slides to get all stretched out. But this Canadian team starting to try and get things rolling. They even looked a little tentative in a win against Italy, but come out with a win. So in the win column, they know where everyone else is sitting, and those 2-loss teams don't want to drop to 3, and you don't want to get into 4, but lots of games still to play.
Yes, lots of games, and it's a long week. You need to really take one game at a time.
So we see the last stone draw numbers, Canada at 22.3, and then China at 99.2 centimeters. Canada will have the hammer. Those numbers are important come later in the week. Possible tiebreaker scenarios that could determine whether you may even get into that semifinal in the bye as the top 2 teams. One of the qualifying spots of 3 through 6, or even on the outskirts looking in.
Yes, and that is after any head-to-head matchups from throughout the week are sorted through. And if everyone beats everyone, then they go to the last stone draw.
Zhu Xiang, the Chinese skip of this team, they know they're building. They're trying to generate some momentum, get that gameplay in that they really need. They've had their training center going and working full-time there, but not the results. And it's been lopsided, some of their games. They come out and just have struggled and been blown out, not even give themselves a chance. 6 ends of minimum must be played. 38 minutes of thinking time with 1 60-second timeout. So just awaiting that official go-ahead. Jill, you stood there waiting. It's sometimes you're ready to go and you get told, no, got to wait a little bit just to make sure all the timing's done.
Yes, and everything and everyone is ready to go. And I think I just saw the queue down there. Be interesting to see what China's plan is here in the first end, whether or not they put up the guard and really try to force Team Canada.
Shu Jingtao, lead for this Chinese team, 27 years old. Of course, this team all full-time curlers.
Looks like they're going to go in and let Team Canada make the decision. I suspect we'll see Brendan hit this first.
I haven't seen too often in the first ends them go and put that corner guard up early.
No, and they want to try to move this rock to the wings and force China to hit over there. And if that happens, then they'll put up the corner guard perhaps. But the roll to the wing needs to be made first.
Hit will roll out of the rings. Seen that a couple times.
That's straight there.
Rolling out early in a game.
So you'll see China go to the middle again, and we may end up now seeing this being a blank situation because Karak was unable to stick in the rings. Canada doesn't really want the play in the middle. So sliding a little deep, and Canada will put up the corner.
Sorry.
I love it.
Line's good.
Felt a little late.
Halfway. Line's good.
Whoa,
It's good.
whoa.
It's about to the broom.
Line's good. Nice shot.
Maybe a
Very
foot
good.
past it.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Good.
Real nice.
That's fast.
So puts the corner guard out in front. Did it matter which side they went, or is it a preference of?
It could depend on the ice. It could be a preference. It could be maybe what their scouting staff has told them. You know, for Team Canada, they have Jeff Stoughton and Mark Kennedy in the stands looking at the other teams. They may be analyzing the statistics from the week to determine maybe a weakness on the opposition. And if there was a weakness, they may choose one side over the other. Could be what side curls more. There's a variety of things that could play into that.
Freeze it.
Yep.
Down to it.
Throw good.
With that guard, you'll see Canada come right in here, play the freeze.
Line's good.
Should be there. Stay on it.
Close for line.
Brad Thiessen's been at 87%. This middle of the lineup really an important one to look for this Canadian team if they want to get rolling.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we've certainly seen some misses at all of the
Keep it
positions
straight, Darren. You got to keep going if you're
on
to
the
it.
Canadian team.
Good.
I've watched a number of their games already this week, and just some inconsistencies throughout the whole lineup.
OK。OK。白边应该差不多吧。
So a little over curl on the freeze there. Leaves a bit of a. There was going to be an opportunity to freeze for China anyway, but just over curling a little bit maybe works a little bit to the advantage of the Chinese team, depending on how these angles start setting up.
底线站。很滑。站。我感觉滑。底线。得差点儿。26。底线站。站。第一个没问题。第一个没问题。
trying to make sure they stay on the center line side of this, but they don't want to chop off.
Hard, Brandon. Whoa.
OK，
Just a little bounce. It's still shots don't belong to China, but all behind the tee line.
Same weight.
Same weight, eh? Yeah.
Canada will just want to come down and freeze right on the nose there.
It's more. Way more.
Yeah.
little bit of room.
Just that. Whoa.
Room. Well then.
Here more.
Line's good. Line's good.
We're there right now. Don't ever need to.
It's heavy.
Close for line.
He's not really great here.
Bumping a
Close for line, Darren. But
Curl. Good shot.
good shot.
Comes up just enough.
You got a time?
14-2.
Run it back.
6 on the other one.
It's good center.
Come down to it, closing in that scoring area, but they have good angle. Those ones protecting it. Tian Jiefeng,
8局，离了科8-9，
24-year-old, is
要不讲
they have mixed up their
还
lineup
可以啊。离了还是科，张科，
prior to last year's World Qualification event.
站，别站偏大点
Tian
啊。
and Wang actually opposite position, Tian being the second.
Nice shot right on the nose. So Canada will peel. The angles are still pretty good there for Canada in the rings. Those two back ones, if you hit anything on the top there, those two back ones are gone, and enough space probably on the top ones, they may be able to get rid of that one as well. So they'll just take a rock to get rid of this guard.
Out there molding will peel the front. Probably see it replaced by China.
I think so, yes. Yeah, they don't need to do anything quite yet. They'll probably just keep guarding, happy to force Canada to a single. There's not really, you know, if there's a guard in play, it makes it tough for Canada.
3，离了 OK 啊。刷了，抓可以擦。偏小一点，只是力量啊。下线。2支援，2再来点，好。
Try to get this over. Yep, it's good. Biting the center line.
Peel.
So Canada line one, they're hoping for a little mistake. They know they like the angles. Opening up the scoring zone here, the first end of play.
Clean. Clean.
Okay.
Nice.
China looks like they're going to switch gears here and try to freeze on this back red one so that it essentially eliminates it, and maybe not. It looked like they indicated that at first.
They're looking at it maybe, or maybe on their next.
Yeah, maybe looking at it on their next.
If they put up the guard, then it's up to Canada to make a decision. Do you peel or do you make a play in? Zhu Xiang. This team won one of 2 World Qualification event spots last year.
只是力量。3区，刷了偏小啊，偏小一点点。刷了偏小一点点。
This one looks a little tighter line.
3刷了。
You don't want to cross the center line a whole lot.
刷了，力量很好。我不下。
It's okay.
It is tighter.
It is tighter, and this is where we might see Canada make a run at it.
Yeah.
If we just freeze.
I like that.
Yeah.
As long as we get it to this one, we're good. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So we saw China talk about this shot
Plus a broom.
before, maybe looking at it for themselves, perhaps.
All the way to this red
We're
one.
going to see Canada
Line's the most important.
come right in there
Now
now.
we just got to be back to it. We can tap it a little bit. It's mostly a line shot.
Important for them to get to the inside of that red one.
14.5.
1.5, 14 and a
to
quarter.
sit in the pocket.
14 now.
Yeah.
飘投到那儿还真不太好。
I'll just confer the weight, but Brendan Botcher.
Line's good.
A little heavy right now.
Line's good.
Yeah, don't want to.
Started curling, throwing curling stones for sure part of curling club.
Yeah.
Back eight.
Yeah, pretty heavy. Yeah, back.
Now Canadian champion.
Curl. Curl.
It's a
Curl.
little heavy, but they want to get in there.
Curl. 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 Oh, yikes.
Didn't get the line to the inside.
Yeah, exactly. And now they've left a pocket for China.
All right.
A pound heavy, hey?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, seen that consistently a little bit with Brendan. Just trying to throw that freeze, but always just a pound heavy in there for not getting the line. I think that's about the third, at least the third shot. Second today that I can think of that's happened. We saw that happen in the game against Korea yesterday, where Brendan was playing a corner freeze on his last one, and he was just a touch heavy, and he chapped off, leaving the shot for the win for the Koreans.
大力不大，只要全露了才行。
So looks like China's actually playing some weight at this instead of coming right down into the pocket.
Try and kick that one out to the side and line 1-2. That is Canada line 2. Real big scrub, got to get past the front. They hold the line. Maybe they bump it out.
Worked out well. Not sure who shot. Yellow, I think, maybe?
I'd say the top yellow. I think it moved just far enough.
It's us.
Oh, Darren thinks it's Canada.
All right.
It's probably us, I think.
Big scrub there.
There's no way we can.
Well, great scrub. Shu Jingtao just held that one. Actually, may have overswept it.
It's real close.
Could be them.
It's real close.
I don't know if it matters either way. I don't know if there's a shot.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think these two yellows that are up top are going anywhere too far.
It's close.
It's real close. Can we?
I don't see a shot though to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know if that helps us or not.
No, I don't.
I think
Like
we
the,
just take the measure probably, but
the only
Let's see
shot would be
something.
just like a heavy draw into this one. Just punch it a little.
Yeah.
Or just a T-line draw, really.
yeah.
Just draw to this one and tap it an inch.
Yeah. Like back 8 or something.
Just pretty much just a draw.
We got to move it.
Yeah.
We can't curl to the nose. That's why I kind of like back 8. It'll never curl enough.
I'm just worried that yellow one's gonna spin in for shot.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like if you're throwing a little more, it'll never curl enough to do that. We have to hit it thin. Even with T-line, if you ever got to the nose, it would
We
spin.
gotta just tick the yellow.
Although I'm not sure it would spin in enough.
Okay.
You know what I
So you're
mean?
just talking
Just a
about
little bit
the
heavy
one
then?
that they're
Yeah, like
going
the
to
shorter
make
one, yeah.
contact
Try and
with,
take the top 4
whether
yellow.
how much weight they want to
Just
play,
tick it.
and
Yeah.
because they don't want to spin it into
Like hit
more
it
so into the
2
button.
inches.
They're just trying to hit this
You got it.
pretty much
Same
sideways.
as the other
Yeah,
side.
I'm trying to throw good
Try to
T-line.
punch
same-
the
same
one that
speed.
could be shot rock onto the other red and hope that it's not shot rock anymore, or that the red is now closer. It looks pretty tight.
Whoa.
We'll see if they're able to come up with it. I wasn't sure if anything was available.
Just through.
Botcher and
Just
Canada's
through.
last.
Whoa.
Clean.
Just through.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Just through.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
That play almost to miss this one.
Hard. Clean. Clean.
Just clip it thin.
Good shot.
Just like
One
that.
red.
One
They will
red.
spill it.
Great shot.
It is one red.
One red.
And they do get a single point, so great recognition. Quiet weight. Canada
Real
scores
nice.
one with
Good
the
throw.
hammer
Thanks.
here in this
Good.
first end.
It's a good point.
You got to
Yeah.
see a
Well
little
played,
bit.
Dan.
That was back line, you said?
Yeah, just back 12.
Yeah, you were.
Back
I
line.
would have said you're through.
Yeah, but they would have swept.
Well, second end, Canada leading China 1-0. Inside the Winsport Arena, Luke Coley here with Jill Officer. Brendan Botcher's first, really the difference in that. He had a chance to almost secure 2 if he makes his first shot.
Yeah, just trying to get to the inside of their own and sit 2 and not leave a whole lot for China. Doesn't curl enough, leaves a bit of a pocket, and China makes a really good one that forces Brendan to a tough shot, or tricky shot for one. They weren't even sure that was there at one point. They talked about throwing it away for a brief moment, giving China a point, but found a way to score. China putting up their corner guard here in the second end.
So first stone in, China goes and puts the corner guard out in front.
Heard them saying line was tight, so over curled a little bit, but you do want to guard that side of your own stone. You want to guard the same side that the corner guard is on so that you're not leaving China an opportunity to come around, play a tap, and roll behind their corner guard. So that's the right way to miss that guard. Now China just trying to play the tick the red over for a corner guard, maybe even roll this yellow one in behind there.
So really nice. Chip it, roll behind the corner guard.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. They didn't chip the front guard as much as I thought they would.
Nice speed.
Seeing that call a lot right now, and teams really obviously getting used to the 5 rock free guard zone rule. And
A little heavy.
always someone comes up with something, oh, that works, maybe we'll try that.
A little heavy.
And that was certainly a little bit more of a defensive call rather than just playing the straight draw behind the corner guard. Wanting to try to move that red one off of the center line.
这球漏了1/3。OK， 我要先粘一个，这个，啊，漏1/3啊。对，漏了1/3，1/3多一点，偏一半。
These full-time curlers, they really study the game and study scenarios, and they talk about it. Sometimes almost too much where you're thinking along according to a book or how you play that. Sometimes you got to have that feel. And this just is not the right one to play.
Yeah. And here, this is, I don't know that it's not a bad call. It's certainly, you know, by playing this freeze here, it's potentially cutting down their scoring area already.
下线吗？
不下了，下线。
怎么扣不着？扣不着。
Just not going to get there, and they're going to hook that center line guard, and leave Canada still lying two.
Yeah, that's not a great situation for China. See Canada try to hook another one in here. China will likely have to go up and peel those guards. Well, both teams getting caught a little bit on this side.
This one looked, though, weight was okay.
It was closer, for sure.
Speed was good.
Yes.
Just tight.
这个落过1/3。
So maybe just that is the what we call the crowd side. Even though there's really no crowd here, it's the side that sometimes will come off the boards, as we say.
Soren Gran, who's working with this Chinese men's program, definitely put a lot of resources into their the coaching side. And Soren's been with the Italians, Sweden, Scotland. He's been with a number of different associations.
China trying to come through the hole here.
Pinballs through in between everything.
I really think they should have played a peel there, trying to get rid of a couple of those guards. This is not a great situation for China.
Yeah, all right. I just didn't want to throw Brandon. Yeah. Okay.
To make it, we probably just have to bump it a rock.
To it? Yeah. Yeah. Either a rock short or bump it a rock.
Yeah, I think we got to bump it just to get through the hole.
Yep.
You're not going to get there on your draw path. You're not.
Can I have a sliver, lass?
So Darren asking, I think, for a little less here because the Karak was talking about the draw path, and by throwing just a few feet more, it makes it easier to maneuver these two guards that are here. It's been curling a lot on this side, and so if they're throwing just draw weight, it would be really hard to get through this port.
It's trying.
That's not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. Good shot.
Tap it a little bit. And
14.
I think were they maybe hoping for a little chip off that?
Right away.
I think they were hoping to get a little more to the nose and just move it straight back.
Don Bartlett watching on. Of course, he's coached at the world level as well. The last World Championship was with Team Schuster and Team USA.
看板啊，出目标是吧？力量，看板，我那边，力量很好，再见，力量很好啊。
So China trying to come in, play a tap, and roll behind the corner guards.
Plays the tap, but rolls for fourth shot.
Right.
Now you
Maybe just a little heavy. We do see these 4-foot lines sometimes running a little bit straighter. So actually pushes the
We could put, yeah.
Canadian stone behind the guard.
I like it.
That was my first thought.
Yeah,
So Canada looking to really put on the pressure here.
Just less weight.
you got it. You draw the button. Still a hair heavy.
Yeah. Back four.
Yeah, back four. Don't want
Yeah, back four, back eight.
well, just
So
back.
even a little more than maybe he had.
Whoa. We're touching it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Curl up.
Curl on the roll. Curl on
Hard,
the roll.
hard.
Okay, that'll play.
Nice chip roll in.
Just
Just
heavy again, eh?
Yeah, back 4.
14-1.
unable to get around.
It's not terrible.
No, not at all. Not at all.
14-1.
So you see how where it ended up, it
Actually, there
ends up
too.
acting like a
Yeah.
guard for their
Let's
two
just
that
roll
are
through it.
in there. So China really no choice but to run this back and try to get a bunch of granite moving.
Yep.
Not wasting any time to throw the big weight.
Okay.
Just gets one out, that top stone. Still Canada line 3
Oh,
into
yeah.
skip stones.
Above the 7.
Because the draw ice. It's got to be close.
Okay.
Right center.
And yes, yeah, halfway.
Just a guard. Plug that hole.
Probably touch center line.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Touch center.
Put this in a spot where he has to run it back.
Thanks, Darren.
Brendan, she's nice and quick here.
Mike and I were also commenting earlier,
is,
Luke, about how Darren would
your
make a
draw
great
path.
commentator. He just, you know, he's practically taken our job a number of times here this week.
That's good.
Always explains exactly what they're thinking and why they're playing a certain shot and why they're not playing another one.
We'll have to be careful. He's at the women's world
Clean.
women's as well as an ice
gotta
maker. He
move
might
a
be one in
little.
our job too.
Tight. We're tight.
Whoa,
Hard.
whoa,
Whoa, line's good. Clean.
whoa.
Whoa.
Line's
Mike,
good.
Line's good.
Halfway.
Max a little bit.
Halfway tight.
Karek. Yeah. Yeah.
See Thiessen switch over, try and get this to
Real
curl.
hard. Try to get it to center. Hard. Hard.
Really pushing.
Hard. It's good. Nice shot.
Yes.
Yeah, so they didn't quite get it to that center line. It is covering those rocks in the house.
rocks just
But the
don't
reason they
quite
wanted it a
throw.
little more to
That
center
last
so that it made
little-
Yeah, they
it
don't
hard
at
the
for
end.
China to come around on the out turn
shot.
and make any sort of
Nice
tap.
roll.
Now they have a little bit
thought that
more
would've got the
of an
line for sure.
opportunity, as you
Yeah,
see here,
I liked
that they
it
might be able to get
most of the
around
way.
that guard and actually move it out of the 4 foot.
Like a lot.
If it had come to the center line, then this rock on the side of the button is overburied. Still maybe a touch overburied, but still a chance for China.
13秒5，失去擦一下木。
八
线路
九
OK，力量，
89。
力，
Yep.
二 OK，二可以擦，二，whoa，
90。
whoa，
失去。
whoa，
Oh, Xu and Wang, great sweeping front end.
whoa，能甩吗？
He's up by the guard by quite a bit.
OK，
Taps it, rolls in the open.
It's a steal.
能擦住。
Pretty good shot, but it does leave a hit and roll back behind the guard. You see Canada looking at if they nose it, what does that leave for the Chinese team?
Even if they make a half a roll underneath.
I think
This is
what
pretty
they're
good.
Yeah.
what they're thinking, what Canada is thinking, is that if they nose this, what does
Nose
China
or
have?
flip just a
They can't nose it
fraction
back
card
because they
swing.
won't be shot. There's nowhere to draw.
What
The
way
only
are you
thing he would
throwing,
have is
Good hack.
a double.
I think I need a little more.
Brendan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would still be tempted to roll
Clean.
under here, just
Board,
force
clean.
China
Board,
to try to
board.
find somewhere to
Clean.
draw.
Drop half has been tricky so far in this end.
Clean. Yeah.
Clean.
Yep. Straight.
Well, just right in between of
Nice shot.
both guys wanting to get in there for straight or curl. Nose hits to live 4.
Touchy, man. That's touchy.
That's good. Yeah.
Nice shot.
It's a pound heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Tough shot.
Real nice.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do, is just hit it on the nose.
Those Chinese teams had 9 steals against for 15 points this week.
Yeah.
It's more than 1 steal.
Probably won't be throwing
Just
it
over
that
1 a
hard.
game they're averaging.
Probably wanted to maybe roll just a sliver more, but
Yeah, you hear Brendan now, Darren now talking about maybe rolling just a touch to make this double difficult, or not even there.
Zhu Xiang, difficult shot, facing 4 for the skipper of this Chinese team.
9秒。
Have to at least hit this on the nose. I can't roll off here.
Trying to get it to curl now. Get it on the nose. Clips the double and will get their 1.
1 yellow, yeah.
Good shot.
Very nice, especially against 4. China will tie the game up 1-1 after 2.
瞅着有点掉下去。
完这个出手顶的也小。
就来了。
Welcome back inside the Winsport Arena, part of Canada Olympic Park. Here the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship 2021. Hopefully you're enjoying our coverage throughout this championship in Calgary. This is session 15. There's 23 round-robin sessions. And then the new event begins, getting into the playoffs. Of course, those top 6 teams will have a spot at next year's Olympic Winter Games. China, as the host nation, they know they will be there. Trying to build on that. Luke Coley here with Jill Officer. Canada full pressure in that last end on Team China.
Yeah, really, good end by Canada, and some misses, probably a couple of strategic calls that on the side of China that got them in a bit of a pickle, but had a shot for a single, which they made.
So we see the centerline guard in the come around. Good spot for Karik Martin. Didn't want to be much deeper than that.
No, not when you have the last rock. You never really want to be much deeper than the 8 foot, maybe biting 4 foot, but you don't, if you go into the 4 foot or the top button, you're already cutting down your scoring area. So by putting it there, and China will freeze. You'll probably see a couple of freezes in a row here, setting up some angles for both teams.
This they go right around.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a mistake there.
I think it looked maybe just a change of plans halfway down when realizing the weight was heavy.
So Canada feeling that they can come right down to it and tap it back, tap it out even. It is shot rock, so I think that's why we see Canada doing something with it.
Great look there, Brad Thiessen leaning on this one.
Just back line.
Really good.
Get it. Okay, nice shot.
Good shot.
So Canada lying too early on.
Trying to try and roll back underneath the guard, even though it's behind the tee line. Kind of what they have to do right now. They don't want to really leave this open and give Canada the opportunity to potentially roll to the wing a little bit.
And great roll to the back of the forefoot.
Rolled far enough that they're playing the other turn here now.
Back 8.
Try to tap it back.
Just chip it. It'll curl fine.
Clean.
Just a little late.
Back 4. Back 8.
Really hard line.
Do all you can.
Really got to get this by.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm trying to tick the guard. Yeah, now go. Go.
Ticket to take the weight and actually stay in play.
Yeah, that was
About as good as we were gonna do there.
that was a really good call by
just
Brendan for an alternate plan when they knew they were going to be on the guard. They really didn't want to split their own and open both of them up. So rubbing the yellow ended up actually being better there. Does give a little opening here for China to try to roll underneath on the button. Really good sweepers here, this Chinese team.
Yeah, technically strong.
Lots of speed in their brooms.
And they touch that top one ever so slightly. And that red one sticks around. And remain lying 1-2, being China.
Skinny off the
We're
side.
We're fourth.
Yeah.
Make that like, is it real thin?
Real thin, I'm guessing. Like an inch.
The only other shot I see is that.
I don't mind that.
I like that. I'm going to open it up.
2/3.
They were talking about how their fourth shot at the back there. So they sort of talked about playing a thin double to lay 3.
Whoa, curl. Curl.
Trying to get that one on the side. Run it, clip that stone, and just over the top.
Good shot. That's fine.
It's a good shot.
They were trying to. They did talk about playing the double. They talked about playing the hit roll. Ultimately played the run back, trying to clip that one on the side of the forefoot. Opening it up so that they're not getting themselves into trouble here when they have the last row.
我估计你要站位，他下来可能粘你。我估计他还是挺。还得找。粘一个。先粘一个。
下方第一个。
往里旋一
Well, you're
个。
going to replace the guard for now.
2个向我上
Good call.
你上把站位就这个点。力量小。2、3之间可以擦。2、3之间2个我。别太高啊。刷的可以啊，可以擦一点。先等一等线，别着急。下键带。力量偏小。哎，线路还行。力量偏小，力量偏小。
Trying to get some finish here.
可以了，好像。不用下了，没问题。我。
They don't want to make this.
Okay, I got.
It's a pretty good shot. They don't want to make it too tight. This Canadian team is quite good at running those guards back into the house.
When they play it once, they're probably going to give a second look at this one to slash it on it. try and catch one of them. And we'll stuff and roll it in behind.
Yeah, just kind of a miscue there on the line call.
Touch
Perfect
unlucky too. You're trying to hit this one
Oh, make the double run now.
to roll it right in.
It's perfect.
I needed to hit that a little thinner, and they were carving it, making it curl at one point, and then suddenly tried to switch, and it was too late.
OK，小乔。Yeah.
Just firm.
Can I make it with firm? How much separation is there?
Less than
So
a rock.
playing the yellow one back again,
like peel,
onto the
but-
red, onto the two yellows to double them out.
Yeah, I think if you have what you can see, it's plenty.
Oh no, pardon me.
Straight onto him.
They must be able to see enough of it to play the thin double here.
Whoa.
Curl. Curl. Nope.
Gotta catch a piece.
Catch it thin.
Good shot.
And kicks it back to bring Shotstone to that one top 8 foot.
Nice shot there.
Oh, good shot. Good shot.
I thought you might have went after with that guard because worst case is you remove it and might open things up a little bit.
Well, and I didn't really think you could see any of the ones in the back necessarily.
Might have to play that run back on this next one if this one's in behind in a good position.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A little bit more of that rock.
先来，可以下线场。
线路 OK 啊，
还可以，
力量
两
6，
过，
6区，
五六六，
带着两线区，
力量很好，6、7
带着
体线，
偏大，
体线，
往
体线，弯曲了，
力
再跑，再跑就到
看到
了。
线，
Can't let this rub. This is really moving.
Whoa, hard! Whoa, whoa,
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Hard, Darren.
Did it just graze it?
Curl.
No, I'm not sure that it did, but it is deeper than they would like.
Great sweep nonetheless to get it to that spot.
Let's see here.
Might have that guard pile. Well, then you just had it.
No, just gets by. Great sweeping to get that by. They could not touch that rock. Wow.
They were millimeters from disaster.
14-5.
Speed's good, hey?
Yeah, 14-7 and 14-5.
Line's a bit tight.
Weight's good.
Yeah.
We're not.
Whoa! Line's good!
Hey, don't
Line's
need to
good.
yet.
Weight only.
Line's good!
Don't
Room.
We're a little heavy.
Don't want to be heavy.
No. Curl. Curl. Go.
Wide here too.
Go hard. Hard.
They're just leaving these
Perfect.
rocks in the wrong spots for China as well. I mean, obviously Team Canada wanted
Do you
to.
think your rocks are a little straighter, or what do you think? Because those are
Oh, I'm having a hard time getting there.
right on the tee.
Yeah.
Perfect weight.
I like the throw.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Just need
so
lap
maybe it's
size.
the rocks, and the team will discuss that now and decide what they want to do. But
No worries, bud.
now an opening
Gotta
here
roll
for China to play the hit and roll under everything.
If he just rolls like a couple inches, it's a little double for 2.
Yeah.
If he gets all the way under,
Could overroll to him.
yeah, for sure.
Talking through all the different scenarios.
Well, and you
Oh,
heard
just, yeah,
him.
they
This
papered
is a a precise roll for China. If they can make this, it really puts the pressure on Canada. Any sort of under roll or over roll could leave an opportunity for Canada to still score a 2.
They made a double in the last end to score 1. He needs a nice hit and roll now.
This looks way out there.
Trying to come now, trying to get that inside roll.
Doesn't quite get there.
打完应该没有两。
I think Canada can
We do for
play a
for
double
sure.
here. They'll just have to be careful that they don't throw too much to roll too far, but that they throw enough to still get them out of the 8 foot.
Medium, you can make it. Good, easy.
I like throwing medium personally.
My first thought is
You want to throw the peel and just
I
get one?
think I just
Well,
want to
then we're
stay
just playing for
ahead.
one.
Okay.
Let them chase
I'm
us
happy
for a
with
bit
that.
here. Yeah.
Yep.
Should be straight.
Peel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jill, so playing the peel, not going after, get rid of him.
I
Is
don't
that a
think
case
you need
of
to get cute.
a couple of the games where they've had some shaky
Probably
moments
there if
and
you had to make it, but
they don't want to give up an easy steal?
Yeah, and I mean, they've had a couple of games here, the last
2/3, eh?
2 of their 3 last games where they've actually been behind and they've had to find their way back. And maybe they just don't want to do that.
So throw him big weight, make the double.
Curl.
Brendan Botcher, last stone here of the third.
Curl.
Straight, straight.
And right in between will jam, and it will be the steal. So Brendan Botcher, a couple little misses, and it's a steal of 1. And they'll trail China 2-1 now after 3 ends of play. So 2-1, China leading Canada. Gets that steal, and Joe, we talked about it. It was the decision to play the peel weight to try and make sure we score. And either one was tough. You could do it both ways. Better result could have been playing quieter. You could have got 2 out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Brendan felt a little more confident in making the double with the bigger weight, but even prior to him throwing that shot, the team spoke about how maybe their rocks or his rocks were maybe a little straighter, and yeah, I was just surprised to see them not try it with a little quieter weight.
Tarek Martin, 91% at the lead spot.
Just trying to curl this past the yellow.
I'm not sure what happened with that at all.
Me neither.
But Great chance now, China, to try and put the pressure on. Canada fighting a little bit and need to go and play their game. Sometimes I think they're maybe thinking of who they're playing, an opponent that they don't know as much.
Yeah, sometimes, and you know, when you start thinking and you start overthinking, and it's sometimes hard to take that step back and just start feeling things again.
This one well out there, not coming back.
Come right in.
Some may think, why aren't they hitting that one side of the forefoot?
I think it's just in a position that they're not too worried about it at this point. They have the hammer. I think if they hit it, and if they hit it and roll, they're behind the tee line. That's not very good. That's not ideal. And if they hit and stick, it just gives China the opportunity to try to get the hit and roll. So they're going to try to place this one in a really good position.
Great line.
Real good.
That one really swooped in there. Look how much it curled past the red guard.
清开吧，这就不打了。1/3啊 ，OK。
大力可控，大力啊！
Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Well, running this one. And we'll catch it on that one in the house.
OK。小杨。
小娟。哎。
小杨。
Top tee, top forward.
Even a smidge higher than it's good.
Yeah.
See if we can get a junior.
Yeah. Same. Right.
Speed.
It'll be good speed.
Yeah, it'll be fast. It'll be good here. Pretty quick.
Line's good. Take a look, guys.
Even, yeah.
So draw to just try to get a little bit of separation here, but make them even so that there's no double.
Try and get a simple douche. Just maybe simplify it, not get overcomplicated.
9秒，9秒，9秒。
这面不知道啥线呢。 9秒。
0，0。
Hard.
Hard. Yep.
Hard.
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 Hard. Okay.
Well, no double, just nose hits. Maybe exchange a couple, have a chance.
I thought that would curl more.
Right on nose.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
And the beak.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Clean.
Close.
Whoa.
Easy. Weight's
Whoa.
good.
Whoa.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
Clean. Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean.
One is right on the nose. A double, a little steep still.
Good shot.
Very good job.
Now any hit on it, they got to roll into the rings in order to try and...
Yeah, it's a very thin double, so China will just hit. Maybe even try to roll behind and force Canada to play a straight back.
10秒偏小一点点啊。Hard. Hard. 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 Hard.
Well, hit, try and roll this to the wing, try and get in behind. Lump those stones together.
Easy.
Yeah, if they can keep the stones grouped together, China might get a chance at a double and avoid giving up 2 points here.
Weight's good. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Weight's
whoa.
good.
85% for Darren Molding.
Curl. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl.
Hard. Roll it. Roll it.
Good shot.
Get
Very
that
good.
roll right back to the other side of center line.
shot.
Okay.
See China maybe lining up
Hey.
the double here now.
Okay.
Still thirds rocks. I'd still be tempted to play the hit
我
and
觉得
roll.
可以打一
Yeah.
个 double。OK。
No, third likes the double.
稍微来一点点。
Well, Tian Jiafeng
Whoa.
will try and make this double takeout for China. Canada's got 2 set up right now.
Oh, this does not look good.
And he'll get nothing but air, trying so hard to play that thin double.
绝拍
Top 8.
Speed will be similar to the draw.
So go to the other side, just try and spread them as far apart as possible.
Yeah, as much separation as you can without
Easy,
leaving
easy,
Weight's good. Top 8.
Room.
any double.
easy.
You can curl if you want.
Gotta go a little.
Okay, curl if anything.
Yeah, gotta go.
We just gotta go.
Just making
Just
them
gotta go.
even.
Curl if anything. Curl if anything.
Curl if you can.
Okay.
And you hear them wanting
You
it to
gotta go a little,
curl,
you gotta go.
get it farther away
Hard.
from
Come
the
on,
red
Clark,
that's
go.
in the top 4
Go,
foot.
buddy.
They want to make it
That's a good
even.
shot. Very good.
Looks like a
pretty
double
good.
on that.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's going to be
pretty
doubles either way.
Yeah, it's pretty flat double on the left, and it's a fairly thin double on the right.
Well, Zhu Xiang try and make up for Tian, who just trying so hard to play that thin one, overcooked it and right by everything. Zhu Xiang, see his numbers here, not the week he's wanted so far. Try and finish strong, did pick up a win against their rivals from Korea earlier today.
8秒到7分5。
Whoa.
Nothing here either.
Whoa.
This could be
Oh, we'll catch it too
too
thin.
thin.
Canada sitting good. No double made yet. Looking to try and score 3 now.
Yeah, wanting to even these up again.
再掉一点儿，一点点有没有？
14 7.
掉点儿，差那个不是吗？屁股窝。
Pretty nice here, Brendan.
再掉这么大差不多。不用那么大，再掉一个手指头就行。让我那个头去打这个。行。
Good numbers for Brendan. He's trying to pick
All
up the
you.
play a little bit. Had a roller coaster. He
Curl
had
if
some.
you can.
It's the shots he's missed and the timing
Curl
of
if the weight's right.
Your line's fine.
Right here.
Just even them
Curl.
up.
Curl.
Line's fine.
Whoa.
Just even them up.
Whoa. It's a good shot.
Yep,
Real
right
good.
even.
Good.
Sorry.
Nice shot, buddy.
Looks like China is going to
Rich
try to
rocks
play
on me,
this
but I think that would
thick
be a better
Real
double,
good.
but
Just picking as I
this will have to be thrown very
mess with it a
hard.
bit.
14-9.
Oh, good.
咱们这个厚一点，这边掉线哪？
击打应该不太掉，这么大劲儿。
So a perfectly placed draw and a chance. Make this double. Missed 2 on the other side. This on the opposite side of the sheet now for Zhu Xiang.
Scrub.
Over curling and will hit and roll beside it, leaving an opportunity for 3 now for Canada.
Easy?
Easy, yeah. Won't do much, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Easy.
What weight?
Easy.
Easy.
So lots of
Should be nice.
lots of room to roll to on the left-hand side. Don't need to be too cute. Don't want to be too wide.
Queen.
Weight's good.
Time to really use
Brad.
the horses they get on the front end. Thiessen and Martin.
Clean.
And the nose hit. They played the open end.
Great shot.
And they get 3 out of it. Team Canada needed that one. Strike with the big shot and score 3 against China.
There we go.
Well, look at all the other scores going on. Canada gets that 3, so they have a 4-2 lead in our feature game. Italy up 3-1 over RCF on the in the fifth end on sheet B. 3-2 Scotland leading Switzerland, and Sweden on top of Korea 4-1 over on sheet D. Here are the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship. Luke Coley with Jill Officer here. And Canada, things opened up. They decided to draw to the open side, and they end up getting 3 out of it. They put the pressure on trying to make a double, and they couldn't the entire end.
Well, and an outright miss, an outright flash by China, and then a couple of missed opportunities at a double, and 3 is on the board.
So Canada can put that first one in, and I think probably a sense of relief for the Canadian side to get that 3 out of it. Or gave up the steal the previous end.
Yeah, for sure. Always getting a nice big score, but it is early, and I think for Team Canada, it's just important for them to find some consistency in their lineup, and China here to try to put a string of shots together that maybe puts some pressure on Canada at some point, or also for them to just make sure that they score their 2 here.
Want to try and guard that one. They're tucked in the rings.
And like I said before, and they are playing this turn. They want to make sure that they guard this corner guard side of it so that there's no hit and roll for China. It's a little deeper though, so still a chance here for China to make a nice hit and roll. Oh, not even stick around. They really needed to stick around there.
I like a guard now.
Or peel.
Can't
We
peel.
can't do.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
We can't hit yet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. When did they make that rule?
Okay. Top 4.
Yeah, nice and fast here, Brad.
Speeds.
Yeah, 14-7. I like it.
Line's
So
good.
5 rock free guard zone means that
The top 8.
you can't peel that guard yet.
Weight's good.
Yeah, they're hoping to.
Yes.
Obviously, it was a few years ago they made the change and went to the 5 rock free guard zone rule.
It'll get there. It'll
Top
get there.
8.
Line's good.
It's good,
Just
Brad.
stopping the double and the roll.
Good shot, Brad.
Very good.
I said, when did they make that rule?
Oh.
I figured it wasn't worth wasting our precious time
Oh.
to retell it.
All good. The guys were laughing, so I knew it was some kind of wisecrack.
可以轻一点，一点点啊，只能点一点点，先奔前来。
Okay.
Well, those first 2 in the rings, and
他那个14秒7。
because they can't peel, they put that one in. Probably not the ideal spot where they wanted to be with it.
Well, I'm not sure. I think they, in the end, they were happy that there was no double there, a double and a roll.
90磕甩，
磕甩吧。
对磕，
力量稍微偏大
现在10区，看来得磕这个甩了 ，clean
放吧。
clean， yep
哦，下线了。我边区甩，我劲儿不够了啊。
yep 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 yep。OK， 掉下来。
OK。
I'm just trying to find a way to keep those ones in there, just trying to freeze to it, use it. They could use the corner.
Pretty straightforward here for Brad. Really Canada just trying to eliminate yellow stones with this situation that they have here. Nothing too complicated. China needs to make
Nice shot,
a couple
Brad.
of good ones here to try to set something up.
Real nice.
Somehow use their corner guard.
打定。
定
OK。
Could play a tap, move around.
OK。
Just a 2-point game. Sometimes this, or you are afraid of keeping those around, as opposed to just trying to use them as your friend.
Yeah, and I mean at this point I think that it's okay for them to hit, but it's the result. It's where they leave it. They need to either roll behind the corner guard or leave this rock in front.
Well, get all 3 of them moving, and look at him, moves them out of the 4-foot. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well, especially pushing the one to the back and the other one out to the side.
If they roll anything into this one, will it be open or not?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay. Easy. Yep.
Stay close. Weight's
Clean.
good.
Easy.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Easy. Whoa.
Nice, right on the nose.
Shot.
Beauty.
Perfect.
Great shot.
Nice quiet weight, controlled, not overthrowing it.
Okay.
Scoring zone open though now for China to try and see if they can generate offense.
Yeah, and scoring zone open to make sure that they score. But they really need a hit and roll here behind the corner guard if they want to try to get something set up for more than a single.
10秒偏小啊。
力量。
力量10秒2，10秒3。
clean yep。Whoa clean yep。
力量再小点啊。
Yep。Whoa whoa whoa。
Right on the nose.
Easy.
China will have to decide what to do here. I think if this nose shot is made, they can't hit. And they can't nose it, obviously, and be in the rings. it may be difficult to hit and actually roll behind the corner. So they might be forced to come around this one.
Try and get it on the nose. Rolls a bit.
Canada's going to roll behind there first.
That's the roll that the Chinese side were looking for.
Very good. That'll play.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, so I think China needs to go around this now.
Okay.
As long as they're second shot, so even biting the back 8. Oh, they're going to hit. I think I'd still be tempted to draw on this one. Try to get one buried in behind there. They're going to try to hit and roll there. They don't have much space really to roll to.
This one back 8 foot that they are hitting.
Straight out.
Yeah, they really couldn't afford to roll very far there. It was just such a small space to roll to, and unnecessarily they could have just drawn and had a lot more room and tolerance to work with.
Thought they might even hit the side 12-foot one before that back 8-foot stone. See, this one rolls.
Tee's pretty good.
I guess we want to be.
Darren wasn't sure whose second shot out of
We got
this.
to be better than this.
Yeah, I think we go here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they said wanting to get second shot out of this. That tells me that the yellow stopped in time to be second shot right now.
I think if anything, this is going to take its time to get there. So we'll try not to.
不是，他要牵我一个。
It's the opposite side of the 4-foot where they want to go.
Put it on the tee. Always straight.
Hair late?
Always straight.
Line's
good.
Right on the tee line, boys.
Line's real good.
Right on the tee line. Close though. Yeah. Curl if anything.
Yeah, maybe curl now.
Not bad.
Oh, your line's
Put it on the tee. All
We're
weight.
gonna go hair.
Curl if anything.
Yeah, curl, put it on the tee.
Smart.
That's good. That's good.
Good sweep. Very good.
Real nice.
Good.
It's a nice
shot.
one
Very
for
good
Brendan to have as far as draw weight and putting the broom in the right spot for where they want to get to.
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice for your skip to have a sort of an open draw to try to be precise and have the sweepers manage it. And it's a good feeling to know that you can put it on the tee line.
Straight. Fights the center line too. The center line's still.
Where this one is playing the hit. Too late to play the come around now?
Yeah, probably because they're Canada's lane 2.
OK。哦。注意。注意。哦。
Not much roll, just sits in the 4-foot, looking more like Canada in a position to get their force.
Sure, let's do that.
I mean, nose is a force.
I like rolling away a rock.
Okay.
他投那个一就是
他2分牵你嘛，但是中间全场开，他可能是卡你中线，你可以随便打个定，不还是1分吗？你可以堵他那球。
Roll to middle 8. See if we can get him to hit it.
Yep.
So trying to almost encourage the Chinese skip to
Solid
hit the
easy.
stone, hoping that
Clean it.
maybe he actually hits and rolls out. Canada would steal a point.
Whoa. Curl.
Just to lie 2, possibly 3. It's close on third shot.
Hard, Brad. Hard.
Want a little roll, but you don't want to roll out.
It's fine.
And they will roll that far now. Who's second shot?
This could work out.
Or could you play it to try and chip that one?
It's real tough.
Yeah.
Was I that?
Yeah, the only thing about playing around that corner guard, Luke, to try to chip the one that's there is you'd have to hit it pretty thin so that you're not jamming it on the other red one. Because then for sure you're not going to be second shot. you could play.
一打边儿，11踏板应该没啥问题。
Yeah, you see it there. They could play a nose run back, a quiet weight nose run back, and try to put it through the hole at the back and roll
用我
to
的
the
小鹰
middle.
眼给你们看一下。
That's really tricky.
如果咱这进，那肯定就磕了。
这就是你要磕
A
的话
4-2 game. Scoring one probably important as well.
It is, yeah, and it's really important to know who's second shot. If they really think that it's them,
头一个。
maybe they try to take a shot at that red one at the top 12, but it might just be
好像咱的进。好像是咱的进。
better to just score your 1 point if you're really not sure, because it's not like that's an easy shot for a second point.
头一个吧。OK。
So they did elect to take their single.
14秒5，
这边也基本上一直没投过了，
不是很滑呗，就是。
不是很滑。
So didn't think it was there and forced the draw for the single point.
不是，不是我那个。
Didn't think the risk was worth the
正常投
reward.
差不多可以10秒5。
So last stone of the fifth end, Zhu Xiang.
很小很小。
支持力量。
地线啊，
线路 OK，
下楼 K。
Need almost the 8-foot here.
线路很好。
Where they're really working this.
Long discussion on the other one. Did they think too much on it? Got to get past that one in your picture now.
OK。
And they'll do that just enough into the 8-foot. China gets one cut into the Canadian lead, so we'll head to the fifth end break. 4-3. Canadians on top. A good time for a break for Xu Jingyao and Wang Jiu after a big sweep. Well, the other scores here in session 15, our games on sheet A, 4-3, Canada leading China. On sheet B, Italy trails RCF now, 5-3, as they're into their fifth end break. Switzerland, Scotland, 3-3 in the sixth end, and Sweden doubling up Korea, 4-2 in the fifth end of that game. As we look at the numbers through the first five, Canada leading 4-3. Overall percentage, 5% better, 83-78. Draw percentage, slight advantage to China, 85-89. And the hit percentage, big numbers. Obviously a couple of flashes in Canada's 3-ender by China. They're at 66% only. One stolen point early in the game, and a 4-3 score at the break.
Not on the center, just off the center. That's true.
Well, almost a little wipeout heading into the second half of this game. Zhou Xiang, 4-3. Canada leading China. Canada gets the hammer back. We're inside the lovely Winsport Arena. Such a nice venue for curling. The Olympic-size ice surface that allows the extra space between sheets. We got a nice vantage point up in the corner, seeing all 4 sheets. Luke Coley with Jill Officer, the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship 2021. So centerline guard will start N6. Kark Martin, 85% on the game, a little bit lower than his tournament average.
Line's good.
Look for important placement of all these come-arounds.
Top, T, heavy.
Back 4. Back 4.
Do you want to sit? Sit.
All there. Whoa.
If anything, maybe not as much
Boy.
tonight, but if anything, we have seen Kark be a little heavy here and there.
Okay, 14-2.
When that's coming out of the fifth end break, you see that sometimes.
Super quick.
Yeah.
After the 6.
Yeah, you just heard Darren.
Thanks, Darren.
You just heard Darren say it. You know, at fifth and break, the ice making crew comes out with the big mop that goes up and down the sheet, and whatever it is, the players typically find the sixth end a little bit faster, and if you don't remind each other of that or don't remember, it can lead to rocks behind the tee line.
So that one deep, China elects not to come down to it. They put a second centerline guard out in front.
Well, yeah, and I think it's probably having a break with their coach maybe you know, made a difference, and trying to find a way to get some momentum. They need to. If they stole a point, that would maybe change the momentum a little bit.
Weight's good. Top 4.
Stay close, yep.
They also really want to be able to force Team Canada. So getting these rocks in the middle will help them do that.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Come on, hard. Gotta go. Gotta go. Get it there. Get it there. Okay.
I think that's good.
Maybe over curled a little bit than they wanted.
Yeah, I think it maybe did. You saw it. See how much it actually curled past the guard. So now it gives this chance for China to play freeze.
Wang Jiyu, 75% on the game, right near his tournament average.
张科，不能磕，极限，带一点，带一点，站，加了 K， 走，可以等线，可以等一等，力量可以等一等，
下不来，
轻点一点，力量大，
点不着，
力量大，
力量不大，点不着。
Just doesn't come up enough. I've seen that a little bit tonight, a few under curls on those freezes.
And we will see, normally you see that with the Chinese team, a little bit more broom than, say, their opponents, and a little softer release.
Yeah, it's just really a different type of release.
Come on.
Wow,
Doubles out their own.
Sorry, Brad.
That
Pretty good
just,
throw, man, for that result.
yeah, really, really unfortunate there.
Look at them all go, but not the right colors in the house. They want to disappear.
Yeah, and that leaves situation here for China. Make a nice guard. As someone who played second, that would be incredibly frustrating to have something like that happen.
Don't even think that isn't necessarily that much of a possibility.
Well, yeah, I mean, he hit it literally perfect to double those off in the front and double the red ones off in the back. I mean, if you tried to play that perfectly, it would be more difficult.
Now he wants to run this one back and get those 2 yellows in the rings. Well, One, and we'll jam the back one. So that's an unlucky pair for Brad Thiessen.
Yeah, and they're just, you know, I've noticed a little bit that Canada is just a little off with their precision, even on some of the line calls, like maybe just waiting a little bit, hoping that something's going to curl, or over carving it sometimes.
Tian Jiafeng, 70%, more than what his tournament numbers. He's been at 80 with pretty good at the third position.
可以下搭在中线就行。可以等啊，也别太近啊。不行，等一等。稍微搭点中线。得下线带着点。现在可以，没事，自然发展就行。
So we'll probably see a run back of some sort again here by Canada. Some nice guards here by China.
Filling this one.
What is that? Thick half?
Thin half? Half's going to be real close.
Okay.
Whether it's thin or a thick half. Always wanted to know at the other end the angles as well. So for the line calls, 90% on the game for molding.
Clean, clean. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Wow, and this one will roll it out. So
Very good.
gets the good break on that one to pick that one out.
That one they actually called the line. They had the line right.
They wanted half of it. They hit half a stone and rolls it right out.
So still one in the middle on the center line for China, which is a good spot. So they'll just throw a guard again.
还是先别着急顶线，还是先过搭一点中线就行。线还是稍微靠外一点，现在啊。3。
Already calling for this one to curl. They both slide over to the one side.
行，线路没问题，只是力量。可以了，线路它不操大了。3局刷位，只是力量。稍微抬点中线。2。Go。OK。
Well, it's been run back aplenty here in the sixth end for Team Canada.
Whoa. 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 Yep.
Oh, run it and roll it out. Look at that. Now they got the run back rolling.
And you got to think after those two shots by Brad Thiessen, you know, to double their own out in the house and then jam it when he was playing the run back. Now all of a sudden, there's only one guard in play. These teams are just getting so good at removing 2 or 3 rocks at various angles. Come around here for China. They'll try to make a good one behind this center guard.
线路 OK。力量6啊，6区啊。
Zhu has brought his numbers up for this game.
Yeah, coming in was at just 69% and sort of fitting the 2 and 6 record with those percentages. This has a lot of work to do.
Seen that spot before run a little bit straighter, not be able to get to the center line. So this will be just a simple open hit for Canada.
都是白边扩了这么大，你那个好白边得5千少啊，已经往后旋，这个点可能边上可能会有点色晕。
Me too. Good.
Karek knowing that he would have to sweep it to hold the line, asking for a little more ice. Brendan Botcher, 80%, a little below what he's been throwing all week long. A couple of misses, obviously with the steal in the third end.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Get a little slips if you can.
Any roll.
Hard. Nice shot.
Trying to roll it away so that it's a further roll for China to try to roll underneath the guard. Canada now looking to blank this end.
Okay. 11秒。But
China's going to give this one an effort,
just
trying to
scary.
roll underneath.
You oversweep and
Oh, no. No, I was with you. I was with you. A couple of those we've taken a hard crack at, and then we've rolled too far, so
yeah.
we had to make them hit.
11秒偏小一
6
点。
OK。现在靠位，等一等。
林正豪，赶紧11秒大一点。
不行不行，
大一点。
绑定，
外甩上。外甩。
Well, this one not going to roll underneath. It's going to actually roll to the outside. Chance
感
to
觉瞅
play
着
the blank.
好像大一点呢。还行。可以。
We've seen a couple of different tracks on that side of the sheet. A couple that have run really straight. Earlier in the game, I remember seeing one that really
0.0也行，挺好。
almost came off a bit of a hill and really curled, so it seems to be a tricky spot in the ice.
Clean.
So the final stone missed, hit and roll out to blank the end.
Clean. Clean.
And with that weight, just need to catch a portion, and Botcher will do so. Canada blanks end number 6.
Thanks.
Remains a 1-point game.
Good
Canada
play.
having the
Real good.
hammer.
还是偏直这边。给
不是，
开出啊，你这边啊。对。
直。
So a blank 6th end, Canada leading China 4-3. Playing end number 7. Zhu Xiang was trying to make the hit and roll under, couldn't do that, and left Canada a chance to play the hit and roll out, maintain hammer. And now we get into 4 ends remaining. 4-3, Canada lead. Canada with the hammer, so 2 hammers apiece. Canada will see if they don't even mind blanking this end or if they go hard to try and score 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. You know, a lot of teams really play the scoreboard in the second half of the game, that they want the hammer in the even ends. I personally would still try here for a deuce. I think we'll see Canada try for a deuce if they can, but if it's not looking good, then they may switch gears.
Well, come around, just be top part of the house. Important freezes now, Xu Jingtao. We got the run back show in end number 6. We'll see what we get in end number 7 now.
可以等先，2够啊，有点偏大，得等。可以等。现在是提线。啊，磕呀，量大。
线路很好。
下线。
线路很好啊。
下线。等一下，加分。得等。丢到这儿，量大。OK， 可以，到这儿。
Good shot. Yep. Just a little tap, but they got the right angle. See a couple of rocks have set up here.
Battle of angles. Karik Martin.
Line's good.
A little less. Gotta go. It's close.
Line's
I
good.
was sliding fast.
Easy if you can. Easy. Easy line.
12.
Top 12.
Close.
Top 12.
You want to make sure they get to the inside a little bit.
Freeze it.
Just
No balance.
Hard for
Just
weight.
lock it on. Line's great.
Nope, we're good.
That's a good shot, Kark. Very
Very
good.
nice.
Right to the inside.
That's great.
Pretty good.
搞定吗？可以，搞定就行。后边这俩不要了。OK，补中间吧。
So this Chinese team, you can see they're very process in the hack. Very much about taking a look at their setup, having slow movements before they come powering out of the hack.
Everyone sits on the corner. Look at that angle they leave.
Yeah, really nice. Frozen.
And you see that with all the teams coming out of China, and their program is very, very similar. Every single player, and then with the release as well.
Yes, very much. They certainly seem to have a philosophy as a country on how they'd like to see their players throw, and it is very technically sound.
Good throw.
So the Peel clears the front, and it's been a different year for the Chinese program. They haven't been able to come and play as many games as they normally would, traveling on the curling tour for a lot of teams, but for them as well, as full-time curlers. Same grind, practicing, and you're not seeing different teams that are thinking different ways.
Yes, for sure, and I would imagine that they would have watched a lot of game tape trying to go over some strategy and things like that, but it's certainly been a lot different for everyone this year. Trying to find new ways to train. A lot of times, curling athletes compete a lot as opposed to train a lot. They do a lot of training as well.
Get that separation of those two.
Sorry, Luke, but curlers do a lot of competing compared to a lot of other sports, and this year it just obviously was completely opposite. So trying to find new ways to be ready and sharp.
Yeah, it's a very good point. It's different that everyone's had to deal with and dealt with in their own ways.
Whoa, curl.
China lying two, and
Okay.
that will hit and roll out.
Good sweep. Okay.
Just, I guess, a little wide there for Brad. And
Maybe he'll give me a crack at something.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll get a look hog-to-hog time. And there's definitely been some spots where teams have been stuck in it in this evening's session.
like I was talking about before with those tracks, like you heard Team Canada refer to them as tracks. It's like a path in the ice, and you have to be able to pay attention to the different paths in the ice to be able to know what the speed is for certain paths. Paths that get played all the time are maybe more consistent, but then something, if you have to go a little further out or a little tighter in, the speed can change. And the teams have been caught a little bit.
You saw that was 14.5 and went to the back of the 8-foot. There's been a lot of hits being played by this Canadian team. We'll see if that comes in the next few ends, not having played a draw in a while.
Yeah, you never know, and I mean, that's why the teams out here have stopwatches. They are timing everything. You always time, you watch for changes, pay attention to the paths, so that if suddenly your skip has to draw to the 4-foot in the 10th end of a game, and he hasn't thrown a draw in 5 ends, you know exactly what speed to tell him.
Darren Moulding was eyeing up that double for a while and got that opportunity. Not necessarily the end that China's wanting to try and put the pressure on Canada and get a force. And now a blank would give Canada, the way it's looking, of a blank 7th end. 2 hammers to China's 1.
Yeah, China just hasn't been able to get much going.
Here Moulding will be able to play that draw.
Should be there. It should be there. There, it's there, it's there.
Your line's good.
Back, yeah. Back gate, yeah.
Back.
No, it's coming down.
Your line's good.
It's really coming down.
It's not curling a ton yet, but it doesn't look heavy. 14-8.
So we saw a 14-5 that was a little back of the tee, so this should be just a little short of the tee.
Wow, that came down, hey?
Yeah. Got maybe a hair higher, wider than the other one.
Yeah, and you just hear them talking about it coming down, and now Karik and the Chinese third are were sweeping in front. Almost makes it seem that it perhaps even picked something in front of the rings.
Jill, here's a good look at that delivery, that slow back, and then the kick on this hit for Zhu Xiang. Nothing rushed.
No, and sometimes that works for players. You know, it's a very technical thing. Maybe just having the slow movements to make sure you're moving everything in the right direction.
Think we want to nose it.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
Well, Brendan not wasting any time. Karik still cleaning the surface out in front, and
Easy.
Brendan kicking out of the hack.
Curl.
All you got. You can get it. You can get it. Okay,
Clean.
good.
Nice shot.
Nice job.
Good job.
Said before, and I'll say it again, I don't think Karik Martin breathes when he sweeps.
See the red in the face with the work there, and you hear the work he's doing.
Yeah, you hear it. I was going to say he makes a little bit of a grunt when he's full out effort.
I think we're just taking too much ice for that shot.
Yeah. You hit it right on the nose.
Yeah.
Well, close. I don't know if nose is in the rings. May have to roll a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be close, I think. Well, it just comes up enough, I think, that they're okay.
This will come quick. It's that one biting top of the 12-foot. So this,
Yeah.
Botcher to retain the hammer.
Yeah. Clean.
Nice.
So no problem. We'll hit and roll out. So a second consecutive blank end here at the World Championship. Canada remains on top, 4-3 after 7 ends. Well, in this session 15, Canada leading China 4-3 in the 8th end. Italy, RCF all square at 5, playing end number 7. Scotland a slight lead over Switzerland. 4-3 is there in 7. And Sweden extending their lead now 8-2 over Korea. Looking strong coming in. Sweden at 6-2. Looking strong, possibly move to 7-2. Scotland is the same record coming in, but in a battle against the Swiss at 5-3. Canada has that same 6-2 record and a 4-3 lead in this one. BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship 2021. Luke Gully here with Jill Officer. 2 straight blank ends. 8th end. Now we see how it goes about. The experience of the Canadian side, playing all the games, many more games than this Chinese team. See if that comes into play now late in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, after a couple of blank ends, China's been trying to force Canada here a little bit, or, either force a single or try to get something going to steal. Now, it's starting to be a little bit of crunch time here.
Well, we'll get here in the 8th end. Look at the comparison of the players, 88-84 in favor of Chu Jingtao over Karek Martin.
Little late. Little tight, too. Yeah, hard. Gotta go line. Gotta go line. Gotta go line.
You want to get this by the guard. Yeah. Yep, very good. Just top 8, biting 4. When you have the last rock, you don't want it to be any deeper than that. This is kind of how the last couple of ends have started as well, Luke, and they've ended up being blanks. I said the other day, not all blanks are created equal, and sometimes they're more purposeful than others, but
last end a little more open. The end 2 ends ago was runbacks by Team Canada to get them out of it. The 2 centerline guards, so trying to force the issue now is Team China.
It's pretty nice. I think we gotta go out.
Yeah, or freeze.
I think just freeze.
I like that.
Freeze?
I think so. Yeah. Well,
Your shooter's getting a little high.
I know.
Do you hate the intern just around it?
No.
No. Even beside it.
Yeah, just around it. Sure. Or
Yep.
or we can go.
My first thought was we go here, they freeze, we peel.
Yeah.
Sure.
let's do-
That's fine too, yeah.
Yeah, and it gives a deuce. Like there's a deuce there. Let's go.
I was going to say, I thought this was Brendan's first instinct was draw to the wing.
if you pay attention, often
That's heavy.
the first instinct of the
We want to be T.
the skip
Line's
is
good.
usually pretty good, or of the whole team even.
Good team.
And often they end up settling on what that first
Looks
one
pretty
was after
close.
talking about
Close. Yeah,
options.
we're close. 14.5.
Just behind T. That's
there.
good.
Very good, Kark. Nice shot.
Good pair, bud.
Great shot.
Good.
Beauty.
Okay.
Brad will already be sizing up, playing that double peel for Team Canada.
Oh, if I was him, I would have been sizing it up 5 minutes ago. Pardon me, China indicating to come around and try to tap this back a little bit behind the T line.
Say 79% for both seconds.
8-9.
Lower numbers than Brad Thiessen's been all week, but higher numbers for Wang Jiu.
两还可以放。
Oh, clear.
加分，可以擦，二加分。
Need to get to as much of this as they can to tap it back.
Okay.
Chip it just a little bit. Both still protected by those front stones.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they could
Like it all
actually tap that as far as they wanted to. Might have been a little bit better to play the freeze.
Can Brad get all 3 yellows if he hits this one right?
It looks scary.
Just the single peel.
All right.
Just because of that red one there. I'm not sure that they could have gotten all three, nor would they have wanted to even risk that.
也 OK， 这个是最好，这球把人全漏啊，够磕啊，咋的？你如果要站的话，我怕他一会儿打甩了。可以来一个，我先奔粘呗，完了磕甩过来一点。先奔粘这个来，蹭一点也行啊。但是有没有这一点有没有double平角啊？不是我的意思，你给他传到这儿来啊。刚才力量可以吗？可以。上把劲儿得提点。上把劲儿得稍微。还现在站一个，一会
So
儿
you see the indication to tap. Try to get to the inside of this yellow one. Roll the shooter over in front, almost frozen, or in front of the red, and tap this other yellow one to the back 8.
一起啊，两够，别太近啊，他。
You know, they could come around actually on the other side. Oh, they decided to throw a guard.
现在得先等。
Pardon me, my Chinese is not very good at all.
I'm no help either.
Ni hao, that's the only thing I know how to say. Yeah, they could have also come around on this right-hand side here and just played a freeze to the Canada stone.
Well, curl, come on. No, we're good. Wide slide. All good.
On the right-hand side is a little tighter to the guard, so it's a little trickier to play this and play the hit and roll. But Canada feels that the yellow one on the other side doesn't have as much use for China because it is wider open, which is why they're playing this, but they have to get this by the guard.
Well, trying to give this one a chance, Brad Thiessen. Now, might be just move the guard enough.
Spin it in. That's pretty good. That'll play. Nice shot.
Yeah, rolling that in is not bad. China needs to be careful here.
Just hair soft.
Yeah.
And just back line.
It's not a bad shot.
Just through.
Yeah, it was more.
You know what? For a little bit, for a team that's a little bit inexperienced, this is a really good time for a timeout.
So our coach Soren Gran and their alternate will come out, try and help translate.
Yeah, what options do we have, you think? I kind of like to play the red and roll behind the area, hit and roll, yeah. That's my first call. Yeah. He will probably run if you do that. You want to clean up and you use the red he has in the ring, so I think that's why it's dangerous to leave too many reds. I can maybe even see a roll further back there. Yeah, that's a better option than the short one. That double is there, but it's difficult. But I think do that is you still have, yeah. I want to get rid of that red one there.
Okay.
I must say, hit and roll there.
Pretty much heard the coach's suggestion and reasoning. There's a few reds hanging around here, so they definitely need to hit something. They don't need to roll necessarily behind the guard. I think they're actually better off if they roll over into the full 8-foot wide open. They definitely want to make sure that they stick here, though, because it's a tricky double, but there is a double there for Team Canada.
Well, they said big roll's better than short roll and missed the sweep call.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. They just seem to be woeing, and wanting to roll farther, and then suddenly not even being close, and that leaves a double for Canada.
Good half. We got to get it out of the 12-foot. hack. Solid hack.
Oh, the quiet weight double.
Again, can't be on the front here.
Got to get past the front. Great scrub by Brad Thiessen.
Hard, hard. Oh, good shot. Very
And
good.
we'll hit and
Great
roll.
shot. That's good.
Yeah, nice shot.
Thanks. That was a better release. It's a little tight, but
Yeah,
Good
no, it was
release.
a good release. Yeah, yeah. The shooter's going to be getting pretty high.
yeah, nose is
Yeah, China needs to
Not
roll their
amazing.
shooter here because if they just nose this, it might
10秒啊，OK。
might not be
也慢点。
fourth shot. Or it'll be close. It might still just be, but I think ideally if they could run this back, roll the shooter over.
Good shooting from both skips in this one. 86 to 82 advantage for Botcher, but well above Zhu Xiang's who played. His average coming in was 69, so has to be happy with the way he's shooting in this game.
撒黄的。
Run it back, kick all those over.
OK。
And it is fourth shot just in the top, it looks like.
third.
Third, actually, yeah.
We could throw that.
It does go.
So China has been able here to hang on to this
Yeah.
situation, this force situation.
Tooth, yeah, half. It's real close.
Half's good.
Canada's
There's margin for sure. Just got to plug it right there.
lining up a triple here, though.
And we'll lose the shooter on this one playing the slashing
Yes.
it in.
Yes, but Canada will be laying two.
Half
And
rock.
that's what they would like to score this end.
Fair calf.
And Botcher needs to come up with this, facing a couple. Like to bring the other ones into play. They'll change, I think, on this one.
Nice
And they'll
shot.
get two
Real good.
off their own and keep it.
Good shot.
Pretty good.
Yep, pretty good shot.
Yeah, save the
Just
shot.
had to be a hair thicker or thinner. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not bad.
They're hoping that middle one would spin a bit more.
Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah. If you watch it here, you hit this a little bit higher than that.
We would have lost that one though if we were.
The yellow one, I think they must have been trying to get that second yellow
no.
one to go across the
No,
top of the
no,
other
never
one.
mind. No, we needed to be thinner. Shoot.
可以。
他赌一个，反正他最多2分，要是他打成了，
打定。
Yeah, and that's the discussion of looking at angles and knowing them. The teams will really have to use and as a training tool later to look and see, okay, if we hit it there.
往后旋。可以肉一点儿。
你这往后旋怎么样？意思让他找。
But almost have to hit one of those stones now for China.
打定吗？
Yeah, I mean, they could draw, back 8 foot on the side. But this is certainly a safe call
Make sure we
to just hit, but they have to stick. They,
That's
they
the
have
main
to stick
thing.
rolling
But you
in
could-
a little
you could
bit.
give it a
But
call.
for a team like
Oh, yeah. If you rolled it
China,
into the right spot, it would be pretty thick. So.
sometimes the inexperience comes with not thinking about what you're leaving your opposition. So for this shot,
it's
really important for them to not leave a double for Canada.
Oh, just on the wide side, trying to get this one across. Have to stick around. Can't roll out. Just couldn't afford to do that.
Here, yeah. You got it.
Leaves an open shot for 2 for Team Canada.
Hack.
Well, all smiles, but
He was good hack.
Good hack.
Yeah.
was not the result he was looking for. You get a force, you're down 2 playing 9. Now looking like chance at Canada to score another multiple score, their second of the game.
Yeah. Good hack. Yeah.
Get a 3-point lead.
Hard, Brad. Right to it. Hard, hit
Well, we've seen Brad all end long. Can't touch the front, and will touch the front. Do they get away with it? To score one only, so China gets a break. Almost devastating result for Canada. And it is a score of 1. 5-3. Canada leads after that one touches the guard. So 5-3 is where we sit. 2 singles and a score of 3 by Canada. The 1 steal by China came in end number 3. Luke Coley here with Jill Officer. Our live coverage continuing from the Winsport Arena in Calgary, Alberta. Canada playing host to this year's World Championship. Second time they've held the World Men's Championship. Of course, the World Women's Championship will come up in the beginning of May here in the same venue. It's been a while since they've had the men's and women's in the same city. Of course, they used to be at the same time.
Yeah, they used to hold the championships together. Trying to remember when that switched.
I believe 2004 was the...
say early 2000s, maybe? And
2004 in Gavle, Sweden.
Yeah, they split. So there's always one of the championships held in Canada and the other is somewhere held in another part of the world. But with COVID, the men's this year was supposed to be in Ottawa, Canada, and the women's was supposed to be in
Switzerland.
So now everything is just moved to the bubble situation here in Calgary, and this is the 4th of 7 events that will be held in the curling bubble.
This is the 3rd event in this venue for a couple members of this Canadian team. Brendan Botcher played Canadian Men's Championship, then the mixed doubles. Of course, Darren Moulding did as well, but had to withdraw because of back spasms. Hasn't seemed to be an issue at all this week for him. There's lots of swooping for Moulding in this Canadian team.
It's good.
Not sure how Brad Thiessen's back is after that last end. He was, I think there was about 4 straight. He was just leaning on it.
Well, these guys train for that, and as hard as it still is to go end to end 4 times in a row, you know, they've been preparing for that. So China just play a tick here. Interesting to see if they play the same as they did the last time in this situation, where they just barely rubbed it, but then rolled behind the corner.
Well, it is just thin.
When they moved a little more off the center line, so I think that's a little better result than they maybe got last time. This one, however, is exposed.
Easy, curl.
Good hack.
Curl.
You gotta go real
Curl.
hard. Real hard. You gotta get too close.
Gotta go, Clark. Gotta go. Clean. Clean.
Well, you can definitely hear when Karg
Good shot.
is on the sweep right down to
Real
it.
nice.
Good.
OK。10秒，10秒。
So that top stone exposed in China. Wang Zhiyu trying to set something up for China, down
10秒
5-3.
偏小啊。
停。
10秒偏小一点。
11秒啊。停。Yep。
Obviously, Canada wants to try and get a force in this ninth end. China like to score 2 or more, or even a blank.
Hard.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to score 2, but you know, it's hard to steal. It's hard to. It would be hard for them to steal in the 10th end, so they'll have to get something going here if they want to make sure they score at least 2.
Easy.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Close. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Curl. Curl hair.
Makes the hit, opens up that stone back of the rings. Canada lies 2 early on, 9th end to play.
And just rolled. It probably better that it rolled past and on the outside, as you can see it here on the outside of the guard, but still a little bit of something for China to work with behind that corner guard, so they'll play a draw behind here. I want to try and keep it a little bit above that red one, so that if Canada tried to play at it, there might be a possible jam. Yep, nice shot, really good shot.
Well placed behind that corner guard. You're starting to hear some applause from all the national officials, the coach and alternate that are up in the crowd.
Yeah.
So looking at playing the run back.
A little high.
Yeah. Well, the shooter will go a little.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
Let's be close.
I'll run it back and we'll stick it. Whose second shot? That looks like it is China, just maybe.
Yeah, again, just a little miss.
Good throw, Derek.
Miss on the line call.
Right in between, not much off if they hit it at even a few millimeters off.
10秒5，量很小，10秒5。出手也软呐！哎。
This line looks really tight here.
It's all over the front. Going after it, not only chips it, but opens up their own.
Yeah, so Canada will play at it here, but they do have to be a little bit careful about their one in the back of the 8-foot. Want to make sure they get to the nose here.
Pretty solid.
Whoa.
Line's good.
They don't want to slip under it all though either. So they can't. They have to hit this pretty accurately.
Clean. Straight. Clean.
Managing this spot right on the nose.
Great shot. Great shot.
And will lie 3.
That's good. Good shoot, buddy.
So still a chance here for China to play come around. They need to take this, I think, a little bit deeper. Otherwise, the red one that Darren just left there will be there for them to play a run back. I think the deeper the better here, even if they're not second shot. Yeah, that's pretty good.
A few different ways that Canada could get at it if they want to remove it.
Yeah, I think ideally China would have liked to be over a little bit more, like away from the center line toward the boards a little bit more, so that Canada couldn't play a simple in-turn tap back as they are. But they also did have to make sure that they were deep enough so that they couldn't play the run back on the one at the top of the rings.
Brendan always very quick in the hack. He gets in there and goes.
Clean. Back line. Whoa. Just back line.
Quite different from his opponent in Zhu Qiang.
Hard. Real hard. Real hard. Watch this roll. Watch this roll. Whoa. No.
Curl if anything.
Curl it. Gotta curl it.
Go.
Trying to spin this one at the end, see if they can get shot out of it.
Good.
Not quite, but it's half behind the guard.
It's fine. It's a good shot.
Just got going a little out of my hand.
We've seen that on a few now.
Yeah.
It's two straight he's touched the guard on.
Love the throw. Love the throw.
It's a little bit of a hard goal. Ones I think are gonna run straight a little bit.
I think it might have just been like back 12.
Minimum.
Yeah. But I missed the line call.
So China here, I think, trying to play sort of a corner freeze onto this red one that Team Canada just left there. They can't come to the nose of it. It has to be just sort of on the very high corner of it. Make sure their second shot. If this is made well, I suspect we'll see Canada just hit the other one that's more open. Important to get the line here. And the weight, really, but they really have to make sure they get the line right.
Wang trying to sweep for the curl. Shu just waiting. They want to try and drag it far enough.
Well, now they're going back. They're going back behind it.
Okay. Shot.
Leave it even. Lie two.
Oh. Sorry.
On walking out. Not sure which member of the Chinese team hit that guard. I think everyone's okay, fortunately.
I don't think it's there. Do you?
No, I'm not seeing it. I think
just peel it up.
Gotta hit this one, yeah.
You could try and roll here.
Sure. Firm?
Yeah.
In turn firm, probably.
So you see them actually decide to go around and even these up, which is a pretty good call too.
So you see as Wang's walking back, he doesn't see that one right between the K and the T.
Trying to roll.
Wang Jiyu.
Those rocks disappear in the ice logos sometimes. Happens quite often.
Not really a factor of this shot here for Brendan Botcher.
Yep. Whoa.
He was still focused on his shot.
No. Curl. Keep going.
Trying to actually roll and just sit behind this.
Good shot.
Like that.
Nice shot.
Moves it over and
They actually talked about the double not being there, but really could have moved it far enough to lay two almost.
So hard if that seems
Probably was there.
Only to get it out 2 inches.
You hear them talking about that as well.
Maybe half a rock.
Whew, the one we hit was low, wasn't it? A little bit?
Huh?
I thought the one we hit was a little low.
It
I'm
was.
surprised we ran into the side of it.
And like moved it. Like.
Yeah, moved it a bit.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Just hit it in the perfect right spot.
I guess
So
if
a
you were peeling
simple
it,
hit for
Yeah.
two to tie it up,
Hindsight.
Luke.
Yeah.
We've seen some, and they haven't always seemed as simple as they should be. He's hoping he hits this one right on the nose. Zhu Xiang try and tie the game up. Wow, sweepers, no panic here on this one. Just cleaning it in for Zhu Xiang and China. They will tie this game up. We will head to 10, all tied up. Canada with last stone advantage when we return.
转向了，我没看着后边。
So China's able to tie it up. They're going to have to try and steal in this 10th end. The BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship 2021. Live coverage continuing. Luke Coley here with Jill Officer. I had to look. Remember there was a time China has beat a Canadian side at the World Men's. And last name Martin came up. It was 2008. Wang Fengcheng beat Kevin Martin. It was the first world championship for China in their men's program. But the good thing for the Canadian side is that was the year that Kevin Martin went to win his world championship title in Grand Forks, North Dakota, USA.
Interestingly, Luke, that same year, our team won the world championships as well.
Beating China in the final?
Beating China in the final. Bingyu Wang.
Of course, the Olympic bronze medalist from 2010. The women's program has had a fair amount of success, of course, winning in 2009. In South Korea, as we see the chip shot tried, the tick. Works, gets it off the center line. So we've seen different teams, different strategies in a situation like this. This 10th end, you need to try and steal when it will need the guards in play. Canada has given up 9 steals, including 1 in this game. Only 5 steals on the week so far for this Chinese team. And they'll tap that one through. So
that's pretty straight.
Punishment of that is your stone gets pulled and that rock gets to go right back out in front. So
sorry guys. That's
all right. Okay, Brad.
Miss there for Karek Martin.
低也行。
比赛稍微低一点。
China trying to get some more rocks up front there.
还可以，一些 OK， 看见啊，还可以，好看点力量，好可以，好，我，线路大，我逃，线路稍大，我逃在等，现在是刷的差一点点，稍微
Trying to have as much separation here.
好
，OK， 不来了
，OK。
There's just enough of an angle here that they can play the double peel.
So I'd love to be able to get both. Just the one again. See how many more guards they put out in front.
And China just has to be careful here against this good hitting team about how tight they bring their guard. I've seen them a couple of times maybe bring it a little bit too tight. They want to have lots of separation here so that it makes it hard to double peel. Yeah, good shot, and those you see those ones are lined up a lot better too. So
get close.
If they do play the double peel, they're going to leave one up front.
They just throw a heater, but
probably a little low with your out turn.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
So a little low means just off the nose.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Well,
yep.
Trying to get both of them. And will do just that. Very nice. Leaves that long center.
Good job, Brad.
Thanks.
It's way better.
Yeah, really nice. And the key was really to get that one that was tight to the rings. Those two red stones up there now are fairly long.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Brendan's still have the intern side.
四区优先等一等。三。先别着急，线路稍微靠外一点，四区最擦，力量偏小。2、3，
别擦，力量偏小一点。
2，力量。
2。Trying to get this buried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot. They weren't trying to bring that too deep. They just wanted it buried, using it as another guard.
Just the one. Yeah.
So Darren Moulding, a lot of hits in this game. 88%.
Yep.
Trying to pick up a win. They've seen another one of the two lost teams already winning out there. That was Sweden, so they're at 7-2. You see RCF next to them, leading in their game against Italy, who will come in at 6-2. And Scotland as well at 6-2, leading in their game over Switzerland.
2区没有，1、2，2得擦，力量小，1也行，力量偏小啊。对。
Another guard here for China.
This has a lot of curling still to do.
快到斜了，尽量不给他那个斜角大，差点，下没事，好。OK， 可以了。OK。
Take it splitting center line, a real big sweep.
Yeah.
Run back double.
Curl. No.
Just the one.
So working itself through, obviously. I see one more guard.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be tempted to come around this time. If you throw one more guard, Canada might decide to wrap around, and then you might be in tough to get shot rock.
So you see the position looking at coming in. That one top 12 foot here in this 10th end.
这个站位反正是擦滑了，不知道2区以后是啥样的。
OK， 那我就14.5。
90% on his draw game in the game. Zhu Xiang
极限8区。
skip stones.
极限8区的话可以先等一等啊。8、9，得等啊。8区提线，快降啊！5、4、3、2、1。
Sleeper's not really wanting to touch this for speed.
Just waiting, trying to come around. We'll go just back edge of the tee line, perfectly buried.
Yeah, I got 14 lines.
哦，这没点了哈。
可以。我寻思你再不擦了，这。
So Canada will just follow them down, try to freeze.
Be close.
That's probably max, but it's good.
Actually see how much less ice the Canadian team is taking here compared to
Speed's pretty good.
China. China was
3, yeah.
a little closer to the edge of the 8 foot, closer to the blue and the white.
14 and a half.
Okay.
Canadians throwing a, what's it called, straighter stone, I suppose.
Line's good.
Easy if you can.
Yep.
Close.
Line's good.
Yep. Line's good.
Line's good.
Weight only.
Whoa.
Room. Line's good. Room. Room.
Probably there.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Room. Curl.
Okay,
Curl.
we're there. We're there.
They can't bounce off here.
Trying to get it to curl at the end.
That's good. Perfect.
Right
Great
down
shot.
in front,
Nice.
biting side of the button.
Yeah, really nice shot.
Very nice.
Good. 黄的漏了一半，这个漏多少？黄的就等了一点边儿。啊，可以这个。
打个定。
逆时够吗？得顺时吧？对，顺时。逆时这撇变了一点点。
基本可定，定着，定着后边那俩就不要了。我觉得你可以小练吧，踏板，对，踏板力量，
正常，不是长线，
踏板。
So China's taking a look to see if they can see enough of that yellow one to. They'd have to play quieter weight to tap that back onto the red.
这个位置呢，他这个球估计也是转到后边，最好是
roll their shooter touch.
定着，完稍微甩一点，完了逼到最后他就一头了。对呀，我就是说打到这儿嘛。OK， 那你定着甩一点，你意思打到这儿啊？
你可以打到这儿。
对呀，
你打到这儿，你主要头定这儿就行，头挡上这个球就行。
OK，
啊，
可以，基本上最后一投呗，
对，
那就行。如果要是那啥留这个，如果要不那啥就那俩不要。
OK，
我场连线里的
可以，11秒。这个点。
That's a good shot if they can make it, and they really don't have a whole lot else. There's not much to play on.
全定基本上。OK， 前面定这。
On the red one. To be shot afterward.
Well, Botcher just came up with a crucial shot at a key time.
稍微就挡了一点点。
He just haired it.
They should curl quite a bit based on mine.
So having to play it pretty tight to the guard, get some curl, past the guard. They'd like to be able to nose it or just a little bit on the low side, the side away from center line.
Well, China trying to get shot stone. They're trying to do something they haven't done since 2008. They need to steal to beat Canada. Beat them in 2008. Obviously a different team, but have lost 10 consecutive games at the World Championship to Team Canada.
长线偏大，长线偏大一点啊！长线偏大，长线偏大，离远偏大，离远大，
This is really moving off the line.
Past the front.
Needs to curl still a bit.
Tap it back, pick that one out.
Nice shot.
And will lie too.
Yeah, really nice shot. They would have liked to stick it right there to really...
Need to curl a hair more at the end.
Yeah, just a hair more, but really nice shot. And Team Canada forced to play the draw again for the win.
So Brendan Botcher, he just threw it on his first. Now with the last of the 10th end, trying to win game number 7.
Line's good. A little bit straight. Yep.
Line's good.
Okay, weight's good.
Okay, wait.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Line's
Hey,
good.
just line.
Line's good.
Play the weight.
No panic from the front end.
Just line. Just line.
Clean.
Just getting this in, has to
Attaboy.
stop. Needs to come down, and it will, to pick up the victory for Team Canada right to the button. Nervous moments, but it comes down. China drops to 2-7, while Canada gets a much-needed victory in this one. Against hard-fought one against China. 6-5, the final.
Very good.
Hey, Brady, if you're awake. Okay.
Hi, Hazel. Hope you're having a good snooze.
And the other scores, session 15, Canada beats China 6-5, a nail-biter for Canada to knock off China, while RCF holds off Italy 8-7, 7-4 Scotland over Switzerland in the 10th end of that one, while Sweden 10-2 winners over Korea pick up the win and keep rolling. That Swedish train putting themselves in a good position as we look at the standings. Norway is at 7 wins but only 1 loss, 1 game less played so far. Canada, RCF, and Sweden at 7-2. Then Scotland at 6-2. Switzerland and the USA 5-3. Italy has dropped 2 today, so now they're 4-5. Real tough. A couple games back of those playoff spots. Then Denmark, Germany, Japan at 2-6. China, Korea, and Netherlands rounds out the 14-team field. A couple days of round robin still to play. Lots to determine. For Jill Officer, myself, Luke Coley, our entire crew, thanks for watching from Calgary and the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Curling Championship.